So I have like a certain sequence of dungeons, which I'm gonna do when I get closer to 60, when I get to 60, in order to be able to gear up properly, right? So, and safely. So essentially you wanna do the easier one first, get the loot from that, and then you wanna progress to the harder ones. So right now I'm doing Marathon, right? And I'm doing Marathon because I wanna get a shield. This is like a, one of the basic items. It's not really best in slot or anything, but it's an upgrade, right? Which I can get, which is gonna help me at level 60. Then at the level, I don't know, 50 something, I'm gonna do BRD, and there's a trinket you can get. And this trinket is, because what is it? Second wind, yeah, so it gives you like 20 plus healing. That's a good one. It's considered previous. Then what I'm gonna do immediately once I hit level 60, I'm gonna get Hide of the Wild. So this is a craftable, and I'm gonna get the Dire Maul trinket from the book, which is which is actually really good. It's doesn't have as much plus healing as Briarwood Reed, which is a trinket that drops in from a rare spawn in UBRS, but it's like a minor difference, and you get armor and fire resistance on top. So it gives you like, for only a little bit of sacrifice of plus healing, it gives you more survivability. It gives you the relevant resistance, which is fire, and it's much easier to get. It's like 20 gold on the auction house. And you can get it right away, immediately when you're doing 60, right? So by the time I dig 60, I will hopefully already have Hide of the Wild, Second Wind, this shield from Dire Maul. I will have this, shield from Marathon, and this trinket from Dire Maul, right? And then the question is which dungeons to do next. And I think the next logical progression is to be doing to do one strat live, where you do a quest or a ring, right? So it's actually this Tyrian Fordring quest line from Eastern Plaguelands, most of which you can do at the lower level, like 55, 56, ideally. And it gives you a really powerful healing ring. It's pre-base. And then, while in Strat Live, you can pick up one more item, which sends you to do another ring, but this time it's in Strat UD, and that ring is not as good. It doesn't give you any plus healing, but it gives you decent stat. Gives you like 10 stamina, 15 intellect, something like that. So yeah, so the first instance I'm gonna do after BRD, after get the trinket, is gonna be for sure Strat Live. I get that ring, and then I will probably do a whole lot of spam of Strat Undead, because Strat Undead has a lot of good gear for Holy Pala. So it has actually the best healing dress in the game. It was like paladins wear a dress for healing, right? So even back in the day, it was the case. Back in the day, was like a proud plate paladin, right? I was wearing Judgment, but and I might wear some Judgment here too as well on hardcore, because it just gives you good stats. It gives you good intellect, good armor, good stamina, good resistances. But ideally, you want to limit that so as you don't like grief yourself on plus healing too much. But I think like the robe of the Exalted, it's called, from Strat UD, is one of the like most powerful items in terms of like plus healing that you can get. So that's something I'll be using for sure. Then also, Ramstein, the Gorger, he drops a plus healing necklace, which is like plus 33% healing, I think, plus 6 spirit, plus 7 stamina, something like that. So that's why going like Strat Undead is so valuable for a healer, because there's two best in slot items there. I think there's something else as well, but I'm probably forgetting this. But yeah, I'll be doing a whole lot of that. And once I'm geared like that, then it's time to move on to some of the little bit harder dungeons, right? So probably LBRS. I'll be that's kind of same on the difficulty level as Strat Life, you know. So I forgot about that. I forgot if something drops for me there though. I don't think it's really anything in LBRS. Can't remember though. Maybe I have to check the loot tables. Then what I'll be doing afterwards, after that, is I think some Skolo. That's one of the more dangerous dungeons. Skolmans, right? And I know for sure that there's something I need from Skolo, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, whatever. Then there's UBRS. I need to do it at least once for the attunements. And then a lot of amazing gear for Holy Paladins actually drops from a Dharma, but I need to have like good gear in order to be able to go Dharma, right? And like Paladin is not really like one of the best healers, and we don't have like instant heals, so we it's like if we get behind as Holy Paladin, it can be really dangerous, right? Because like your throughput heal is Holy Light, but it takes 2.5 seconds to cast. Then your like efficiency heal is Flash of Light. But the issue is like if there's a lot of damage coming in and you're spamming Flash of Light, you can sometimes fall into the trap where your tank or whatever you're healing is taking damage faster than you can keep him up with Flash of Light. But then he drops low enough so that you have to keep spamming Flash of Light. And like at that point, if you've left him drop low enough, you won't be able to cast a Holy Light because it takes longer, and you have to keep spamming Flash of Lights just to keep him up. And then you're in the trap, right, where you can't switch to your throughput heal, otherwise your target would die. So also coordination with your with your target that you're healing is also important, because sometimes you have to ask for a pot or stuff like that, right? You could see like today in the marathon run, like how hard the rogue made it for me. Like he totally threw off my position, and he really made my healing inefficient. It really made it more dangerous. But yeah, there's really a truckload of things that you can get as a Holy Paladin in Dharma, right? So there's from Dharma Tribute, there are mail gloves which give you 55 plus healing, and then plus 5 intellect, plus 5 spirit, plus 5 stamina, I believe. They're mail, yeah. And then there's also like there's healing bracers. They're green actually, but they like I don't like them. They're like 14 intellect. They have like 22 or 24 plus healing. I can remember. They're plate. That's good. It's good they're plate, right? But they have no stamina on them. I'm gonna be looking into replacing those as soon as possible. But I'll probably be farming them as well. And then there's also healing helmet. Stefan Nikishkin says, Mr. Streamer, I'm almost level 48, joining your Bala soon. Well, I have not been playing him a lot, so maybe you will. So yeah, I got my like gearing path at level 60 pretty much worked out. And then I don't know when exactly I'm gonna start doing Zul'Gurub, right? So at some point I want to start doing Zul'Gurub on this character. And Zul'Gurub is really amazing for Holy Paladins. There's so many things you can get in Zul'Gurub as a Holy Paladin. And there's exactly those types of items that are up my alley, because they're plate and they're decent plus healing without gimping yourself too much on the plus healing, and they have stamina and intellect and mana per 5. It's the Peacekeeper set. It's so good for, like, I consider the Peacekeeper set so good for hardcore. The gauntlets especially, they're best healing gloves in the entire game for paladin. Like they're better than tier 3 from Naxxramas. The other ones, they're not so much, but they're still good. I leveled 18 levels in 6 days. Well, that's impressive, man. Good job, bro. You're really pumping. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so there's also some other items that are really good for Holy Pala from Zul'Gurub. It's Jindo's mace, right? So 1% crit, 55 plus healing or something like that. That's plus crit is amazing for Holy Paladins because of Illumination. And there is the Jindo healing necklace. And of course the enchants. Of course the enchants. There's also like a shitty mace that you can get from Zul'Gurub. And it's actually better than what you get in a BRD. So I forgot about the BRD. But there's a mace plus actually like it's like I don't know why it's best in slot, like, but it's the best you can get from a dungeon, but it's so garbage actually. Like it's like a mace from the chest of the 7, and it's like 30 plus 33 healing or something, but no stats on it. And it's a pre-base. It's so depressing because, like, if you want to play the game right, if you don't want to cheese it or anything, you have to put your plus 55 healing enchant on that mace. And bro, like 55 healing enchant is a lot of money, man. It's ridiculous materials actually. It's like, I think it's like 10 essences of water, 10 essences of life, 1 righteous orb, and like 8 large brilliant shards. And I think they're also like eternal essences, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember exactly, but it's something ridiculous like that. And bro, that costs like 250 gold or something right now. Like, and yeah, if you're gonna be like playing safely, if you like want to be responsible for your party as you're progressing through the dungeons and so forth, you want to get that on that BRD mace. But bro, that's a ridiculous farm. Then when you eventually replace, the mace, then you're gonna be crying a lot because you need to do it again, and that's gonna be like the Jindo's mace, or if you're a really lucky guy that raised Blackwing Lair, that's gonna be Lokamir. But I think there's also the Aura Stone Hammer in MC, but it's like a small upgrade, and it's kind of like almost. It's a little bit better than the ZG. I forgot what's the ZG blue mace called, but it's like same stats. It's like healing. I think actually in the case of Aura Stone Hammer, it's healing and damage, but it's kind of similar value as the healing on that mace. And it's my MP5, and it's some intellect, and it's like almost a side grade. It's just a little bit better than Aura Stone. That Aura Stone Hammer is a little bit better than the ZG one. But like in terms of plus healing, like the BRD one is better. Just a little bit. Doesn't have the stats, so overall the other ones are better. But like imagine using plus 55 healing enchant on that. So you really want the one-hander from ZG or Lokamir from Nefarian.